spotlight on Abby, and she's going to do our introduction.
Everybody in mute.
Yep, everybody on mute. Thanks, Bobby. Except for
You're
Abby. Go ahead, Ab.
Kerry has her yoga certification and enjoys working with people of all abilities. Kerry's yoga practice and instruction is guided by her desire to make inclusiveness a reflex rather than an initiative, love of her family, and sense of humor. She began with Special Olympics Vermont in 1991 and has been a proud member since then. This is her 25th year with the Farmington Valley program. Off her mat, Kerry has dedicated her professional and personal life to people with special needs. She lives in Farmington with her husband and 3 kids who all have been proud unified partners. She is the Farmington Special Education Transition Coordinator, served on the FAVRA board, and is a proud co-coordinator of the Farmington Special Olympics.
Okay, let's welcome Kerry Tharpe. We're going to remove the spotlight and let's put the spotlight on Kerry. All right, here we go.
Well, look at everyone. I even have on my Special Olympics Connecticut shirt today. I saw that everyone belongs shirt too. I love it. I know you're all on mute, but I put it on today, and I have my mom who's up visiting from Florida.
Oh, hi. I was trying to figure out who was in the background with you.
Yep. So we got
Hi,
my mom.
Kerry. We are happy to have you on there with us. We are happy to have you.
I know. So thank you for that lovely introduction. And I don't know what other pieces that need to be said. I was just thinking before that I would see Danny, my teammate, but this is my 25th year on the Farmington Valley team, and that is a long time, isn't it?
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations, Kerry.
That's awesome, because this is also my 25th year with Glastonbury.
I'm right. So I probably, I may have competed against a bunch of you. Maybe only Danny, Nick, and I are playing on the same teams, but I've certainly seen all of you at many, many great Special Olympic events. So we thought today, Deb and I thought it would be great if we did a little chair yoga, which might be nice in the summer after the weekend to move around a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was stormy this weekend.
I know. Right. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to give everyone some talking points that we're going to do. It is best if we mute our mics. And then if you've got a question, you can put up a thumb. And then Mom and I will do the postures at the same time with you at home. I think everyone's going to have nice opportunity to be able to do whatever version of the postures you're feeling comfortable with today. Nice. Okay, so first thing we do in yoga is we set an intention, and we feel like our best intention would be one from Eunice Shriver, right? Our founder of Special.
Oh yeah, I'm friends with her son, Tim.
So if we think about inclusion, because my 25 years in Farmington, we've been a unified team. So the quote that we can keep in mind today is that inclusion isn't something that we do to somebody, it's something that we do together with somebody. And that's what Eunice had said way back. I think it's a great beginning thought for all of us in chair yoga today. So we're going to sit up nice and tall wherever we're sitting, just straight and comfortable in our seat, not forced, but nice and tall. And we're going to just start by breathing. So when we breathe, we start in our stomach. So if you take a big breath in, and you're going to puff out your stomach like a balloon, and it will puff out.
In my video, I can't put video.
And then, and even if you can't see us, you can certainly listen to the cues. So you're going to take, again, a big breath in, and you're going to puff out your stomach, and the air is going to come up into your ribs, and you're going to hold for a minute. And then you're going to let the air back out. It's going to go back down through your ribs, and your stomach's going to tuck in a little bit. So we're going to do that again. Take a nice breath in, puff your stomach like a balloon up through your ribs, and you'll feel like you're blowing your whole middle section up like a balloon, and then let the air back out the other way. All day long, our body's breathing like this, and we just don't realize that it's doing it. One more big breath in. And out. Really nice. Okay, so now let's start adding a little bit of movement in, because when I learned in my yoga school, if you're moving and you're breathing, you're doing yoga. So look at that. We're halfway there. We're about to be full into yoga in a chair.
I got
Okay.
a question to ask. Are we
Yes.
gonna do this to music as
No,
well?
no,
Oh, okay.
not to music today. It's a good question. Okay, so we're gonna start with our shoulders. So as everybody takes a nice big breath in, you're gonna scooch up your shoulders as close to your ears as possible. Scooch, 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 and then breath out and let them drop. Ooh, okay. Big breath in, scooches them up towards your ears, up, 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 hold. And then let them out and let them drop. Okay, let's do 2 more on our own with our breaths. So big breath in. Up, 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 hold. Then let it go. That's good breathing I hear there. Okay, and then up, 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 up one more time. And let them go down. Ooh, everybody looks so good on the screen doing that. Excellent. Okay, now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. Ooh, and you know what? We can roll them in 2 different directions. We get to roll them towards the screen, towards me and my mom. And then the other way is to roll them that you're pushing your shoulders towards mom and I. So let's start with sitting up nice and straight again. Big breath in, and we're going to lift up our shoulders and we're going to roll them away to the back of the room and down your back. Kind of like little circles. Nice job. Good. Breath in is going to bring them up and around.
Like, what is it like you're swimming?
Yeah, it can be.
Like
We're
you're
gonna add
doing the
arms in a
swimming?
second.
Yeah,
First, we're gonna start with
arms.
just the shoulders.
Mhm.
Then we're gonna add in our arms. Looks really good. Yep, and then make sure we're breathing in between too. Big breath in, gets our shoulders up and around. Really nice. And you might want to, it's up to you. You could go a little slower or faster, depending on how fast you want to breathe today. I like going pretty slow. I find it pretty challenging. Nice job. Breath in, back up to the shoulders. Ooh, for all of us that look at a computer or cell phone during the day, it's a nice break for our arms and our neck. Good, good, good. Now let's see, can you put your arms out like a plane and lift them up and do the same motion and bring them back down? And you can even take your hands, your fingers, and you can try to move them a little bit. Then it's getting a little bit hard for me, wiggling my fingers and my shoulders at the same time. So big breath in. Nice. And down. And we're going to do 2 more this way. And then we're going to work on switching the other direction. Everybody looks so good. Nice job. Up. And down. Good. Bring your hands down to your side. Wiggle the fingers down there. Mine get a little tingly because my shoulders kind of struggling there. Really nice. Okay, so now let's get the shoulders going the other direction, the direction that you didn't do. So I went away before, so I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to move my shoulders. Mom and I, like they're pointing towards you on the screen. Good. So breath in is going to bring them back from behind, way up to our ears. And breath out is going to have them come forward. Nice. I can see everybody's necks and shoulders loosening up on the screen. Really good. Breath in and down in the front. Good, nice big breath in. And down on the front. And then you remember where we're going. After we do 1 or 2 more, we're going to add in some arms as we go. Let's do 1 more this way, just our shoulders moving forward. Good, let's put those arms out like a T again. We're flying in a chair. Good job. Okay, breath in is going to bring them back and forward and down. Nice. Add in wiggling those fingers if you'd like. Back and forward and down. Nice job. Let's do 2 more on your own. Nice big breath in, brings them forward and down. Nice job. Good. Okay, hands back down to our side. Let's take our fingers and hands and let's put them up by our face and let's take a nice breath and let's just shake them out.
I have a question for you. My name is Natasha Cole. I'm a open messenger. I was wondering, would you like to attend one of my um, sessions that I do?
Thanks, Natasha. We're gonna reserve our questions for the end, okay?
Yeah.
Remember that one. All right, good. Now, before we let our hands go too, again, if we are using computer or phone, let's put one hand out in front of us. You could put your left towards me. There you go. Good, with our hand down. Okay, and we're gonna take our other hand and we're gonna grab the end of our fingers and we're gonna just lightly put some pressure towards our wrist.
Like this?
Looks perfect.
Oh, this must hurt.
Well, don't push it so it hurts. Just a little bit. You can see mine actually doesn't go very far.
Okay.
Everybody's is just gonna go as far as yours can go. We learned in yoga school, yoga shouldn't hurt, but you can hurt yourself in yoga. So you're just gonna do what you feel comfortable doing. Good, okay, now let those fingers go. Now let's put our palm up. Like we're gonna wave. Okay, and then you're gonna take that same other hand and you're gonna pull your fingers gently towards your arm. Now also, it might just go a little bit. If you see mine on the side, look at mine barely moves. Lots of pressure. So just a little bit of pressure that you feel that.
I see.
Nice job. Okay, breath in. Let's put it back down again. Do that same stretch, same hand. A little bit of pressure in there. Really good. Okay, as we pass up through the middle, we'll give each other a little wave on the way. Okay. Good. And then we'll take the hand and a little pressure back. Ooh, okay, good. Shake that one out. Now let's go to the other side. Okay, other hand towards the screen, whichever one you didn't do. Good. And then bring up other hand, little pressure in on your wrists that your fingers are folding in just until you feel the pressure. Good. Let's take a nice big inhale and exhale here. This one's pretty challenging for me to do, so I got to take a couple breaths. Really good. Okay, hand up in the middle, saving our wave for the second time. Good. Okay, so hand here, top of the fingers, little pressure to pull your finger back. Really good. Okay, exhale. Let's let that hand go down. Really nice. One more time with it forward. Little stretch on those fingers. Loosening out your wrist and your hand. Does so much stuff all day. Good job. Okay, our inhale is going to put it in the middle. Little wave to each other. Excellent. Okay, hand back. Little pressure on the fingers backwards. Looks great. Good. And hand down. Both hands, and give them another little shake out to the side. Okay, really good. Next, we're going to work on our neck. Okay, so to start, we take a sit up nice and straight again. Nice big inhale. And we're going to have, and I'm going to say a direction. If you go the direction we go, great. If you don't, but just, you'll get both done. So nice big inhale, and you're going to look over just to the right, over your right shoulder. I'm mirroring. My mother and I are doing opposite poses because I'm mirroring the people. Let's go. Great. Good. Inhale is going to bring your head back around. Really good. And now you're going to look the other way without moving your shoulders. Really, really good. Okay, breath in is going to bring your head back in the middle so we can all see each other. Excellent. Let's go back over to everybody's right. Inhale in the middle. Really good. Back over the other way. Now, we're going to add on a little bit. Okay, so our heads are going to be back facing each other. And when we look to the right, so everyone look to the right, and then you're going to pick up your left arm. And you're gonna just move it up and down a little bit, put a little bit of pressure on your neck. Really, really good. And you're gonna bring that left arm back down and your head back in the middle. Nice. And let's look over to the left now. Pick up that right arm. Just have it go up and down a little bit. Excellent. That right arm's gonna go down and come back in the middle. And now we're gonna move our neck a little bit, but we always want to protect our neck, so we don't want to make it go all around. So we're gonna go in pieces. So we're gonna start with everyone's gonna have their chin go towards their chest. Just let it hang for a second. You know, they say our head weighs 10 pounds. It's a lot of weight up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? 10 pounds just hanging up there all the time. Okay, so with our chin down, let's have our left ear roll towards our left shoulder. So we're gonna roll our neck out to the side. Really good.
Like that.
Yeah, it looks perfect. I bet you can feel a lot of stretching on that
Kind of
one.
like
neck.
this, sort of.
Yep, looks really good. Okay, and then a breath in is gonna bring us back to the middle, our chin back into the center. And the breath out is gonna have your ear go towards your other shoulder. Boy, some of you got some pretty loose necks there on the screen. Pretty impressive.
Mine's stiff.
Okay, exhale is gonna bring our chin back in. We're gonna go back over to the other side. Inhale. Ear back over to the side. Really nice. If you'd like to have more pressure, you can pick up that opposite arm again and just move it a little bit, or you can stay right where you are. Good. Exhale back in the middle, and let's do the one other side. Now see when they're there, if you could take one more big breath and just let a little bit of tension or tightness go. I found that pretty challenging. Excellent. Okay, exhale in. Really good. Back in the middle. Okay, let's look back over to the left and right again. Let's notice, does your neck feel a little bit looser in your shoulders? Might certainly do on that. Really nice. Okay. Now we're going to add in a little bit of arm movement. So we're back in the chair again. Let's put our arms straight out in front of us. It's facing each other. Okay, and inhale is going to bring them up over our head. There you go, as straight as possible. It doesn't have to be way up. Everybody looks good. Good. Nice. Inhale. Okay. As we exhale, we're going to put our hands down and we're going to twist over to the left. So your arm and your body is going to go to the side and you're going to look over on the side of your chair.
Like that.
Yep. Looks terrific. Your hands can rest on your arms. It can rest on the back of your chair, whatever feels comfortable with that. And have your head looking right over to the left, nice and tall. Looks really good. And then take a big inhale while you're here. Puff up your belly like a balloon. And exhale. Feel how that feels when you're twisted. It feels a little bit different, doesn't it? One more big inhale. Nice. And exhale. Good. Now let's unwind. Let's bring our hands back up to the middle and twist and meet back in the middle. Okay, good. Hands back down to the lap. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So big inhale is going to bring our arms up, straight up. Can also be in a V, whichever feels more comfortable. And exhale is going to have you turn over to the other side that you didn't just do. Really good. And you can grab your hand on your leg to turn. You can use the back of your chair. Your head's going to be looking over the other direction. Okay, let's do that inhale while we're there. Puff up our belly like a balloon. Feel what it feels like to this side. And exhale. And take one more other big inhale while we're there. And exhale, super nice. Okay, let's bring those hands back in up towards the center. and exhale them down to our lap. Now we're gonna move a little bit side to side with the same movement. So let's inhale our arms back up towards the sky. And we're gonna give a big exhale, and we're gonna put our right arm down, and our left arm's gonna go over like a rainbow. Feel this great side opening on the side of your body there. Okay, same breathing. Big balloon. Breathe into that, see how it feels. Okay, our next inhale is going to bring our left arm up, and our other arm's going to meet it up towards the side, and we're going to mosey on over to the other side. There you go, looks good. Now we should feel a really nice stretch here on the other side while we're doing this. Okay, inhale back up to the middle. Now, in anticipation of our weather tomorrow, not everything is so calm. So let's try to see if we can go side to side like trees with branches. So you'll breathe and you'll go left and right just through the breath. So we just kind of don't stop. Go over to the side, and we're all trees moving around in the wind. Yeah, there you go. That looks good. There you go. And maybe your branches come forward a little bit more. Maybe they don't even go straight. They might really move all around. I don't know about you, but I don't move like this during the day.
Me either.
Yep.
There you go. You're all trees blowing in the wind tomorrow. Way over
We
to
saw
the
that from the weekend with the tree.
yeah, yeah. That's true. If anybody lives in Simsbury or the other town, with South Windsor, then you really had this. There you go. Good. Breathe it up and to the side. Oh yeah, it looks really good there. Good, good, good. Arms up, back down to our lap. We got one more that we're going to work on our arms. That's why we worked on our neck and shoulders before. So imagine pretty soon it will be apple season. I feel like right now it's peach season maybe. And isn't it so great to go and pick an apple or peach off the tree, right?
Yes.
Right, perfect, juicy one. So let's pick up our right hand, our left, and you're gonna reach up, 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 get it really nice and straight, and reach towards the nicest looking peach or apple up there. Take your fingers, give them a really big stretch, like you're reaching for the highest, best looking juicy one. Feel that nice side stretch, really, really good. And then when you come down with the peach in your hand, let's roll it around in our wrist. Oh, nice. Okay, let's put that one in our basket on the side, and let's go. There's another equally juicy one with our other hand. So let's pick it up and let's reach so far up in that tree, way, way up, because the best one is the highest one that we can just barely reach. Get our fingers up there and move. And then bring it down. And when we bring it down, we'll move it around in our wrist. Inspecting it, looks really, really great.
It's a move.
Yeah, looks perfect to eat. Good. Okay, let's do that. And that we have to bring one home to our friend, right? We can't just keep one for ourselves. So let's go back over to the other side. So let's get one more because we're there. We've gone to Rogers Orchard, somewhere really terrific. Way, way up. We're on our tippy toes. Imagine if we weren't in the chair. Reach, reach, reach. Everybody's doing such a nice job with that open side. Grab the peach or the apple. Excellent. Bring it down. Move that wrist as we go down. Whole neighborhood and family's gonna be jealous with this. Good. And one more for our other favorite person back on that other side. Way, way up. End of the day, sun shining through that tree. Reach that peach and apple. Oh, you guys look great. Great. Pull it down. Roll that wrist. There you go. Okay. Hands on our legs. Really, really good movement there. Okay, now here's another one. When we're sitting here, I'm gonna sit up nice and tall again. But before we move on, let's shift around our seat a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to sit in the seat for a little while. Here you go. Okay, so everybody put their hands on their hips. And we're gonna work on leaning forward a little bit. Now, I don't want this that everybody's just hunching over your back. This is really nice hip opener. So hands on your hip and everybody's gonna lean forward towards mom and I on the screen. Just your body that you're coming forward. Yeah, there we go. Now I can see everybody's faces really well.
Like that?
And when you get to a spot, you're just gonna pause there because you should feel nice in your lower back, should be nice and straight. Everybody looks really, really good there. Okay, exhale is gonna bring us back up. There we go. Okay, inhale is gonna bring us forward again. For everybody who sits a lot in a chair during the day, this is a really good one to do at your chair.
I don't sit in my day all day. I'm on my feet all day.
I'm
Me
jealous.
too.
Well, with
Working.
me, I
Can we do
used
some,
to
are we
like,
done looking, are we done looking at some leg movements?
Yep, we are.
I actually did some like movements and stuff because I was in a vet program with my agency and I was doing office work, so I was constantly on the
Nice.
computer.
We all have blends with these things. All right, exhale and put it back. Some days I'm moving around, some days I'm in the chair. So I think that happens to all of us. Okay, now while we're here in the chair, everybody's gonna take a leg and cross it over the other one.
Gonna
Yep,
do
cross
like
your,
this or
yep,
different?
cross your, this is impressive. Don't do this at home. Don't do this at home.
Oh,
Okay,
no, 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 no.
everybody's gonna be sitting on your chair and you are going to cross your leg like this.
Yep, I got it right.
But I'll break out of this chair, Barb. You'll end the Zoom. Okay, everybody looks really good like this. Now this is a really great hip opener. Okay, so what I want you to do is take your, if everybody is doing this with your right leg, I want you to take your right hand and put it on that bent leg and just put a little bit of pressure to make this nice and straight. Now, if your hip hurts, it's probably going to be up like this because it's pretty stiff, right? Our hips do a lot of work. So wherever you are, I want you to work towards making that nice and straight and sitting up nice and tall. There you go. Okay, let's do that breath in too. Big breath in is gonna puff out our belly while we're here. Puffs out this way too, right? Good job, and exhale there. Okay, so let's uncross it. Let's give it a break. The hip is a lot. I think I'm okay up here.
Now we have to do our other one.
We have to, you're exactly right. So whatever side you didn't just do, cross the other one. Now notice when you're there, it may not be the same as the other side. Both of our sides aren't the same time. So cross it over. There you go. Ankle on your leg. Other hand with some pressure here.
It's a little hard for me.
It's hard for me too. My hip is
Me
on
too.
fire.
Me too, mine is up
See?
in the air.
So listen,
Me too.
I'm
yes,
not jointed in my legs, so I do. So that's one thing that I'm really good at.
yeah. So what's so great about this is wherever we are, that we hope we feel a little bit better after we finish it. So wherever you are, just put a little bit of pressure. It might be here. This side is much harder for me. So yours may or may
And
not
then
be.
just move my ankle around a little bit too, just make it easier.
Yep, we're gonna do that too in a minute. So a little bit of pressure there. Let's do that breathing again too. So let's breathe in. See if you can pump out your stomach in the front and the sides. Really, really. Okay, one more time. Really, really good. Okay, let's uncross them while we're there. Woo, just notice how does that
Wow.
feel? Sides. Sometimes it's a nice break when you finish that one. Not gonna lie on that. Okay, so now let us cross back over. Let's pick up one leg and cross it over the other side, right over left. Like we're sitting fancy in a chair. Mhm. We can put our hands on our knee and we're gonna take this ankle that's here. And that's exactly right. We're gonna roll it around. Yep. Boy, those do a lot of work for us during the day. We're standing on our feet and our ankles, take them for granted. Okay, now let's turn. Let's go the other direction that we didn't go. Now we're really going to turn it up over here. I'm going to see if you can take that ankle and you could spell out your first name.
I can't do that.
I can't even do it.
For all the people who have a long name, sorry, not sorry. But there you go. Let's try to move it and see. How's your brain doing with this? So I'm going to try to spell out Kerry. Barbara over here has got to do a lot more work. Okay, but move that ankle around. This is moving around in ways that it is not moving all day like this.
Would it make me lose weight?
Could you add weight? Is that what you're saying?
No, would it make me lose some weight?
Oh, not this kind of yoga, but all of it's good. Because if you're breathing and moving, you're definitely paying attention to your own health.
Okay.
I do lots of moving around at my job now because I actually now working at butter creations in Glastonbury, and I always started working there, so I do lots of movements with my
And if
hands.
you have
and my
these
feet.
moments at work, when you're at work in Glastonbury, we can do this anywhere, right? All right, so let's uncross this leg. Still making myself laugh that I'm sitting on the back of a chair on my screen. Okay, good. Let's sit up nice and straight and let's cross it over the other side. Get our fancy hands again. Looking like we're which we
Oh,
are.
this one's easier.
Yeah, there you go. You guys are doing a great job noticing. Okay, so just circles to begin. We've got to trick our ankle into thinking that we're not going to make it spell our name first. Hey, and you know what? Sometimes it has a benefit. Mine's making a bunch of cracking noises. And that's okay. That noise is not a bad thing. So if you have knees or hips or ankles that crack sometimes, you don't have to worry about that. That's a healthy response. Okay, let's go the other direction. Ooh, sometimes it's kind of hard. And instead, I'm going to switch it up. We're not doing the name again. But what we're going to try to do with this ankle is we are going to try to make a figure 8. Yeah.
Oh, there's another way.
Yeah, and you could do the figure 8 either direction, can't you?
I mean, you can, after you do the yoga, you can do like dancing or something.
Oh, well, this would be great for all the dancers.
Yeah, like Sakura.
For Shakira, yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, yes.
Any salsa or movement, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
all ready for later this evening when you're watching the Olympics and you're dancing in front of the screen.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
like
Oh, yes.
now wind it down. Now while we're here, I'm going to have us do an eagle arm pose. So let's cross that first leg back over again into our fancy position.
Here we go
Fancy
again.
Slancy.
The fancy
Go
position.
again.
Hey!
Eagle's leg. And now I want
Here
everyone
we go
to put
again.
out in a really nice T. And one option is you can fold your arms in and you can hug yourself. Another option for my folks that really love eagles is you can keep these arms out really wide and you can fold one under the other arm.
that's easy.
And you can twist them up really good and a big breath in, and then we're gonna fold towards our fancy leg. I mean, holy mackerel, you're all like master yogis right now.
Oh,
Oh, yes, that's hard.
I wish I could take a picture of all of you now. You look so good. You're all, so listen, if this is really hard, look at, I'm leaning forward like this. This feels just as good.
Oh, it can be like a board.
We all look like birds, really good.
Makes it feel like a pretzel, sort of.
Good, I
You'll
said
go by the
no.
pretzel too, good. Inhale brings us back up. And we're gonna, spoiler alert, we're going to the other side. Okay, so uncross your first fancy leg.
It's fancy.
Yeah, you got a second fancy leg, so cross it over, get the fancy hand first. Okay, now for my folks that don't want so much pretzel today, get your arms like this and a big breath, and you're gonna fold forward. If you're liking pretzels today and you wanna really make it salty, you're gonna go out to the sides here and you're gonna cross that other arm underneath and wrap it around. Ooh, and try to grab those hands really good. And a big breath in is gonna have us fold over the fancy leg again.
I'm really flexible in this
Here now.
stage.
Oh, hey, now.
I don't know. I couldn't do anything like that. I mean, we like having like our hands almost like on flex or something like that. No, I mean,
That's why we call it the practice of yoga. Some days
Yeah,
I
we
do
look-
other things. All right, we're gonna inhale in, back up. And you're gonna have the arms back out. Back to the fancy leg.
Fancy one.
Oh,
We could probably go, you know what, while we're here, let's take that big inhale back in and put the shoulders back up to the ears. And let it out like. Whew. One more time.
Out.
And let it go. Okay, so before we move on to questions, I said before we weren't gonna get up, but I feel, I know, I can see with everybody that everybody is really so advanced in this, that I want everybody to stand up behind your chair, because we are ready to do a little bit of balance, I could tell. Balance is one of those things that makes us a great Special Olympian. Okay. Hold on to the back of that chair. Stand up nice and tall. Good. Okay, you're gonna pick up your right leg off of the ground. Yeah. Okay, I have mom's as massage model. There you okay, so there you go. So you're gonna pick up the back of the chair and the leg is gonna come up off the ground just a little bit and balance and hold the chair so it's holding you nicely there. That's kind of hard. So if you're feeling really well balanced, you can let your hand off the back of the chair a little bit. But the chair's there to keep you safe,
It's kind of like a flamingo.
a little bit. Or like from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
Okay, but notice how hard that is. Now put your leg down. Now I want you to take a nice breath in and I want you to switch to the other side. So keep that hand on the chair. You could hover it a little bit above and you're gonna take a nice inhale in and you're gonna bring up the other leg. And just notice, could you let your hands off the top of the chair a little bit? And you know what? Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. Exhale down. Ooh. Okay, one more while we're there. So you're gonna be up nice and tall again. And you're holding on to the back of that chair. And you're gonna pick up your right leg and you're gonna bring it back a little bit. Okay, and you're holding on to that chair. Really, really good. And then see, could your hands come off that chair a little bit?
whoa. It is
Now
hard.
it's called Warrior 3. You're all warriors. Amazing. Okay, and you're
Oh,
gonna
Emily.
yeah, you're gonna exhale that leg back in. Spoiler alert, we're going to the other side. So hands back on that back of the chair. Nice big inhale is gonna have your left leg go back a little bit. And then just see, today, could you pick up your hands off that chair? And maybe the answer is no, and that is.
No. Well, I'm gonna stilt with my right foot.
Okay, inhale, back in. Okay, really good. Now everybody's gonna meet me back in their chair and we're gonna look into the screen. Because now we've got to do also some of the most important work, which is our ending and our breath work and setting our intention. Okay, so we're back sitting again. let's take 2 more of our big breaths. Breathe in so our stomach and our ribs pop out. Let's exhale and let it go back out the other way. We're gonna breathe in and back out. And then I'm gonna ask everybody to close your eyes while sitting there. And we're just gonna think about 3 things as we sit with our intention. We started and talked about Special Olympics and Eunice Shriver and inclusion. And this is a great inclusive group. And so I want everybody to think about somebody that they really, really love. And our eyes are closed. Just think about that person and take a really big breath in. Think about all the things that you love about them. And then a really nice exhale. Okay, the next one's going to be a little more challenging because sometimes in our life there are people that we don't love all the time or may not be nice to us. But maybe sometimes we need to be nice to them or find some compassion. So think about somebody that they could be a little hard to like sometimes. And let's keep our eyes closed and let's take a nice big breath in and think about that person and think about, are there ways that I could be a nicer friend or coworker or even a stranger? And exhale out. And our last one is going to be our most important one, is ourselves. So we're going to think of ourselves, all of our amazing selves. And we're going to take a nice big breath in, puff out our belly and our ribs. And I want you to think about some of the most amazing things about yourself. Really nice. And then you're going to exhale. And you can do that exercise every night or morning when you get up or you go to bed. Now to close, and this one I feel like maybe all of us should unmute for. I thought the most appropriate closing would be for us to share the Special Olympics, our oath, right? The let me win. Does somebody want to lead it or do we all want to say it
I
together?
think I know it.
I know the whole thing, but
I know it too.
The whole thing. I
I'll
have to get
say
it.
it.
All right, well, hang on. How about this one? Only because I don't want to be biased, but I am on the Farmington Valley team and I have Danny Whiting there on the team with me. So Danny, could you unmute and maybe lead the oath?
May I?
I think we're going to have Danny do it, but then I'm going to be able to hear everybody do it.
I'm ready.
I get Carol there too. I get 25 years of Farmington Valley team. So I think Danny.
Let me win.
Let me win.
Let me win.
Win. If I cannot win,
If I cannot win,
not win.
I cannot win.
Let me brave in the tent. Let me
be
be
brave in the attempt.
Oh, I
Thank
think
you.
I got it.
Hey, excellent. Okay, so look at you all did
I
it.
got it.
Everybody did
Julio.
a chair yoga class.
Oh yeah.
All right, so what questions do we have, if we have any?
I know the oath by heart.
I think everybody here probably knows both by heart. This group.
Really?
You guys want to raise your hands if you have a question? Natasha? Go ahead, Natasha.
Yes.
Six.
Good afternoon. Thank you for presenting. And I have a question. Like, I love your yoga sessions. I was wondering, would you like to host one of my, like, I do have groups. I have, like during the week. I was wondering you could, we could stay in contact if Debbie can give me your.
Yes. So Natasha, I'd be happy. Debbie has my email and then you could send me an email and that, yes, I could either put something together for you or try to come to one of your groups.
Perfect, wonderful. I love that idea. Maybe we can do that virtual, on Teams or Zoom. Yes.
I agree. Great idea.
Thank you. Thank you.
Natasha,
You're
let's go to
welcome.
Kimberly now.
Debbie.
So yeah, so I was wondering if it's possible if we can use the yoga that you taught us today, and if you should in-person health wellness training.
Okay, so we have
possible?
two things. Yes, and Deb I have a 1-page picture yoga chair lesson that you will be able to print after from class, and certainly all the things you remembered from class today too, that you'd be able to use. And certainly in the future, if I have been to some global messenger events. I went with Dan to one, and I think I met some of you. And hopefully I might be able to come to an in-person one also. So I think you got a lot of options there.
Yeah, thanks for that, Kimberly. Let's go to Remy.
Debbie.
Hold on, we're gonna raise our hands. Let's go to Remy next.
Okay. I want to ask, how long have you been doing chair yoga and what made you so interested in it?
Ooh, that's a good question. So I practiced yoga for a long time, and it took me, well, I had to go to 200-hour school, so it's a lot of school. So to get my yoga degree, I went to school for a while, and I finished it this past May. Yeah, and I like all kinds of yoga, lots and lots.
Yeah, 19.
Great question, Remy. Let's go to Allie next.
I was wondering, how do you do all the exercise without pulling a muscle?
Well, one, I can't do all the exercises. I think that sometimes people think that a yoga teacher can do everything, but nope. And I have pulled a muscle sometimes, so you always have to listen to your body, right? You have to be careful. Yeah.
I was also interested in being a health messenger as well. So I'm trying to figure a way to do exercise when I do like track and stuff, and trying to eat healthier without causing my stomach problems.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe in the future with SOCT, we could even add into a little coaches training, maybe a little 10-minute warm-up session and breathing to help prevent injuries. It's a good idea.
Yeah, and I do track and field. Do you ever watch me compete in track?
Because my team does soccer, we usually don't get to, because we're over at Hamden Fairfield playing soccer for a long time. So I probably haven't, but I'm sorry, I haven't seen you.
Okay.
Thanks, Allie. Let's go to Brittany next. Go ahead, Britt.
What is yoga?
Ask me it again, Brittany.
I don't know.
What is yoga?
Oh, well, you know what yoga is? It truly is. Anytime that you're moving and breathing, you're doing yoga.
Okay.
Just that simple. There are a lot of other fancy versions of yoga, and you may hear a lot of classes or kind of yoga or very complicated words, but yoga is breathing and moving.
Can I see something?
Great question. Go ahead, Alexandra. You can go next.
It's kind of like the same thing in Peloton. There's chair yoga, and having fun, and ballet.
Yeah,
It's
one of my
kinda like
yoga
that.
teachers is a dance teacher too. So you're
Hey,
right.
yeah.
My teacher teaches dance and yoga.
Oh yes. And there's also in Just Dance, the game, there's a yoga called Lizzo Juice.
I have seen that actually.
You did?
Yes.
Whoa.
I know.
Excellent. Thanks, Alexandra.
Welcome.
Let's go over to Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey guys, how you doing? I know I overslept and everything else. So no, I just want to say we appreciate you being on this Zoom meeting with us. And Sean has different routines about how to be more relaxed, have comfortable.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you were able to get on the Zoom.
Exactly about what type of stress that we close our eyes. I know we have a lot of. I know sometimes like we have a lot of stress and a lot of good things about what goes on in our lives, and I know sometimes it does take time to like just clear your mind and everything else. So I mean, yes, it is difficult, but I just want to say thank you for that. And because I tell you, I had a rough day. It was just crazy.
Well, good. Then I hope it helps some. Maybe you could do that before you go to bed too. It might help you wind down your day.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Thanks for sharing, Karen. Appreciate that. Appreciate you being here. Logan, did you have a question?
Can we invite her to the November training?
You know what? We'll see if we have a slot available. I knew Alexandra's going to do some Zumba for us. So you guys want to get some exercise on November? Yeah, okay. We'll definitely get Kerry to an in-person soon. Yeah. If not, spring, we'll definitely keep her in the loop. That's for sure. She's amazing.
I will have the best music ever.
And listen, I know that if we meet in person, I promise that I'll bring music too.
Kerry, how does mom feel about all of this with the exercise?
Oh, how do you feel, Mom?
I feel pretty good, thank you.
It feels good.
Oh, you're welcome.
Who's sharing their screen?
Says Aaron. I'm not. I'm just trying to.
Aaron's doing that.
Try something different. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Aaron.
Ooh.
So is there? Oh, add in a sticky note.
Yeah, I have this on my computer now.
Yeah. Checking out your new computer.
Aaron, better get rid of it. Thank you.
Is there anybody that hasn't asked a question?
Thank you.
Guys, just listen up for 1 second. Is there anybody who asked a question but who has a question that didn't get a chance to answer it yet? Raise your hand. Dan, go ahead, Dan.
Hey, Kerry, I just wanted to say thank you. Give us more exercising. It feels great.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that, Dan. Say hi to your mom too. I saw Carol over there.
She's fine. And she says hi.
Good. Say hi to your mom and dad. I miss you. I'll see you at basketball.
That's right.
I got a question to ask you. I invited some friends of mine to Zoom with us. I wasn't sure, in your opinion, if I should still invite them.
The friendship one's always a big one to navigate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So sometimes I'd say with that, you got to go with the heart.
Right. Yeah. I invited my friend Tim Shriver and Kenny Main to do one, but I wasn't sure when Debbie was available for it.
Yeah. Well, you can always extend the invitation. If people can go, they can go. If they can't, people schedule.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, that's great. Anybody else with a question? We're coming up. It's like 4 minutes to 5 o'clock. So I want to respect everybody's time, but make sure everybody has a chance to chime in if they'd like to. Anybody else before we wrap up?
I think it's a wonderful program. Good job with the work.
All right, everybody, let's give Kerry a big round of applause.
Good job, Kerry. You too, Mom.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Kerry. Thank you,
Thank
Abby,
you,
for the
Kerry.
introduction.
I'll see you next week, Deb.
Everybody
See
take
how
care.
you
I'll give you
feel,
Kerry's
Phil.
handout and her information, her bio, so you can read on that. And if you guys want to connect to it with her, just let me know. I have Natasha and I have, who else wanted to connect with her?
I like to try to connect with her. Send her email.
All right, you guys. So yeah, I'll get you that information and a recording of this too, so you can even watch the exercises again to do them again. Okay.
Next
Okay.
step.
Thanks again, everyone. Thanks, Kerry. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye, Debbie.